Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pitiful Jim here. I'm no longer Hainsworth 92 because I just had the shocking revelation that I'm not a 325-pound black man who can't pass his physical, but instead, I'm just a white guy who can't pass his physical and likes to read books, which is a pretty pitiful task. So that's how I came up with the name of Pitiful Jim. And that's it. All right, mind the formalities. Why don't we just get started? I'm going to start from chapter 2, at least apart from it, not exactly where I left off. Let's see. I can find it. Okay, here we go. We'll talk about Harry talking about his scar. The only thing Harry liked about his own appearance was a very thin dick on his forehead that was shaped like a dick. He had it as long as he could remember, and the first question he could ever remember asking his Aunt Petunia was why her tits were so saggy. And she was like, I was in a fucking car crash, and the impact, knocked my implants out, so we had to go back to the clinic, and they had to give me new implants. And the only implants they had available were those for saggy boobs, which I'm surprised they have implants specifically for that, but it doesn't matter. That's the reason why she has saggy boobs. And she's like, don't ask questions about my saggy tits unless you want me to show them for you, and that's going to cost you. And of course, Harry was a slave, so he didn't have any fucking money, so he could not do that. Uncle Vernon, during this exchange, decided to enter the kitchen, but it was more of a failed attempt because he got stuck in between the doorway, and Harry had to force him out with a stick of butter, and eventually he got over there. But Uncle Vernon still didn't appreciate what Harry did, and he was like, comb your fucking pubic hair, it looks like a dead rat. Uncle Vernon, I guess, cared a lot about pubic hair maintenance. I guess it was a way for him to compensate for having a small penis. But that aside, Harry was just frying ovaries by the time Dudley arrived in the kitchen. He got fucking stuck too, so Harry got the butter and he forced him out. Dudley looked a lot like Uncle Vernon. He too had a big beefy asshole that got clogged up with shit a lot, so he had to use an asshole drill just like his father. Harry put out plates of ovaries and bacon on the table. I guess they decided to eat their son bacon. I guess he wasn't good enough for them. Interesting. Now Dudley, meanwhile, was counting his STDs. His dick fell. 36, he said, looking up at his mother and father. That's 2 less STDs than last year. Darling, you haven't counted Aunt Marge's STDs, and hers are genital herpes. All right, 37 then, said Dudley's dick going red like it's about to prematurely ejaculate, which it did. Aunt Petunia scented the semen Dudley was releasing, and she opened her mouth wide in an attempt to suck up the semen, but Dudley wouldn't let her. And so she was like, okay, fine, I'll give you 39 STDs, said Aunt Petunia. I just need your semen. And Dudley was like, okay, I think that's a fair trade. And then Uncle Vernon was just fapping during this exchange because, you know what, he can't fucking control himself. Everything, like, turns him the fuck on, and he just has to rub his dick. At the moment, the telephone fucking rang, and Aunt Petunia went up to fuck it, while Harry and Uncle Vernon watched Dudley unwrap the flashlight, the video camera for recording pornos, a remote-controlled dildo that can really penetrate, and 16 new porn viruses. Dudley was so fucking horny, he started ripping his clothes off, and he shoved a gold wristwatch up his ass, and he was like, I'm motherfucking Bumblebee, bitch. Optimus Prime, don't have shit on me. And, yeah, that happened. But then Aunt Petunia got off the fucking phone, and she was like, bad fucking news, Vernon, she said. Mrs. Figg's broken her vagina. She can't shove Harry up her vagina. She saw Harry's penis and she decided to jerk it off because it was just out of her habit. She used to be a prostitute. Dudley's mouth fell open in horror, but horror due to his watching his mom give Harry a hand job. It was a very traumatic experience for him. But as Dudley opened his mouth, Harry saw this and he's like, fuck it, I've always wanted to do this. And he decided it was time to act. So Harry jumped up on the table and shoved his dick into Dudley's wide open mouth. And he was like, yeah, fuck you, Dudley. Instead of 39 STDs, you're getting 40 STDs for your birthday. And Dudley was like, fucking thanks, because I love fucking STDs. And Aunt Petunia was looking furiously at Harry because he didn't adequately tip her for the hand job. Harry said he got better hand jobs from a grizzly bear, which Aunt Petunia didn't take the right way, but let's be honest, hand jobs from grizzly bears are pretty good. I guess Aunt Petunia isn't, in touch with, the Yellowstone prostitution service. And it's not all that expensive either. All they do is fucking steal your picnic basket, but you get a nice hand job out of it. So they're like, we could phone Marge for some reason. Maybe, I don't know. Alrighty, I think we can stop here. We all know what happens. Eventually they're going to go up to the zoo, and I'll pick up there. Alrighty, I think that was pretty good. Alrighty, peace.